So back here for another video. I'm going to show you how to remove the filler neck in case you break it like I did. So in my new filler neck, there's this little tab here in the YJs that of course pushes back when you put your nozzle in there. And I don't know how I did it, but somehow I managed to get this little crease right here to drop about, I don't know, a quarter of an inch right where my fingernail's sitting. And of course it blocked the nozzle from getting in there. And I thought it'd be a good idea to jam it in there. I'm just like, come on, let's jam it in there and see what it does. Of course it broke it even more. So I went on eBay and found this one. It's exact fit for 87 through 90 YJs. I think I paid like $70 for it. It's an expensive part, but when you're dumb like me, you break shit. So it's pretty straightforward how it goes. Of course, you got your tail light here, and you got your license plate cover mechanism here. Of course, you pull off your license plate from these two bolts here, and then holds it up to the body in order for it to fluctuate up and down. And then you got your plastic piece here that slides into place and holds the filler neck in place. You have 3 bolts there, and they're T20. I want to say star. No, it's not a star. It's a Torx or a a Torx bit. These 3 bolts here, these little things, T20. And then of course you have, I think it's the 6 bolts it is that go around here to bolt it to the plastic piece. So you pull all that out. Now you're just left with your broken filler neck and your 2 hoses that are on the back of it. Now you can gain access from here, from the back of the body, or you can go under the Jeep in the back quarter behind the tire. You have this plastic cover that of course covers everything to keep mud out of there when you're out in the woods and tooting around town when it's raining. So you have the main hose, the larger hose, that is of course going to be the filler neck. The filler neck piece for fuel to go through, and then you're going to have the smaller hose here, the thing that says YJ on there. I think I got new hoses when I dropped my fuel tank a while ago, but of course you're going to have the smaller hose and the larger hose. The larger hose is for fuel. I'm not exactly sure what the smaller hose is for, but you come down in here. You have 1 clamp for the larger hose, and then you have another clamp for the smaller hose that's right up in there. You go ahead and loosen those up, and it's pretty easy. Actually, I thought for me it was easier than I thought it was going to be. So I went ahead and reached up in here, and I used my right hand to grab onto the filler neck itself, and then I took my left hand down here to pull the hoses, and just kind of separated them nice and easy. And then of course you get the new one. You pull the clamps back a little bit, slide the new hoses on, tighten them down, and now you're at the stage where I'm at right now. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, so I think I'm gonna clean these up a little bit here. So once we clean these up, I might clean this up a little bit too. It needs a little bit of something there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll get back to putting it back in. I'll show you how it works. So we'll go ahead and set y'all down here. Alright, so I'm just going to grab a non-stick or non-scratch sponge here. Some soap. Bucket. Okay. Bucket of soap. Go ahead and just dip this thing in here. Clean up a little bit, soak around. Clean the back of it. There we go. Make her look nice and pretty. Get in here since you always have your filler neck up in there. Clean that up a little bit. Drop it in there, soap it around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spray this off. Now what we're going to do is just go ahead and dry her off. Slap it all back in. Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward replacement, not installation. I guess you could say a little bit of both. But it's pretty straightforward the way it all works. I mean, go ahead and just slap this back in place. There we go. There we go. It's pretty just kind of how it all goes. It all works pretty good. You just put it back in there. I haven't done any of the bolts yet, but it's all straightforward. You line up the filler neck there, put these 3 bolts back in here, boom, 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 and then of course you do the 6 around the filler neck, and then you put your license plate back on, and that's it. I mean, there you go. It's about what, 30 minutes, probably 30 minutes worth of work done, and now I can get gas without sitting there for 2-3 minutes with a line of people behind me jamming that frickin' thing in there and having to jimmy rig it. It's a lot easier, I'd say, for sure. And here I'm gonna go get me a bucket so I can finish this install. That's not gonna work. So what we're gonna do here, I'm just gonna show you how it all fits. One bolt in. Two. Yeah. So you get all your bolts in, get it all working good. Done. Now get that all lined up. Get your 6 bolts. Nice and easy right through the filler neck. Tighten them all up. I'm gonna go ahead and get me an adapter piece for this here. Now most of the bolts, I'd say all the bolts here are all going to be 5/16. All the little bolts that you take off the filler neck, and that I discovered that my license plate bolts that held them onto the body back over there were also 5/16. So what you're going to want to do, just get a 5/16 socket, all the 6 bolts, and then hopefully both bolts that work for your license plate. And then of course it's a T20 Torx bit socket for the 3 bolts around the housing. And then that's pretty much it. It's a really straightforward, quick installation that I thought actually was going to take longer than I actually imagined. Where's my last bolt? Wait, this one. Ah, there it is. Go. It's pretty solid. So I have my old filler neck here. I'll go ahead and show you the 2 differences between them. You can see how, low that is. I totally fucked that thing up. God. Yeah, so in comparison, you definitely, if you have a 90, 87, 89, 88 YJ, I'm not sure how much the difference there is for the 92s. And 91s and up, I'm not really sure how much difference there all is there, but at least if you go on eBay and you discover, of course, your filler neck's all messed up, make sure it has the same cap, cap fitting, has the same everything, both hoses, the same connection, because that's not going to be fun if you accidentally buy the wrong one from eBay. This, of course, I said was $70. All your bolts around here are going to be 5/16. The 2 bolts for here are going to be 5/16, and then a T20 for the 3 bolts here on the housing. That's all done. All the hoses are tightened up. It's a good day for the Jeep. Bad day for this old filler neck. She's getting thrown out. So it's all tightened back up. Pretty good. I'll go ahead and get my license plate back up in there, and that'll be pretty much it. But I wanted to at least show you guys how this works in case you had any questions or any comments, anything. If you enjoy, subscribe. I'll probably start putting out some more videos for you. Go ahead and give a like if this helped you. All right, see you soon.